I'm listening, Susie. I'm Johnny from Radio 1045, and I think Matt thought of me because I told him this story about Dogfish Head a while back. I'll try and make it as quick as possible. But a year or two ago, I went down to the tasting room, tried a bunch of amazing beers. Actually, the Worldwide Stout was the first Dogfish Head beer that really captured my attention. So we went down, drank some great beers, got in some conversations with some people in the tasting room about the 120-minute IPA. And at that point, I realized I had to have that beer. So, I followed you guys on Facebook. I checked the website and found the next release, and I found out that Total Wine in Cherry Hill was carrying it. So I called them and said, "Yeah, we'll sell you one bottle per person." So I said, "I got to try this." So I got out of work early one day, drove across the Ben Franklin Bridge into New Jersey, bought my bottle of Dogfish Head beer, which I shared with my wife. We both loved it. Coincidentally, she had to go back to New Jersey the next day. So she bought one other bottle, brought it home. We liked it. It's like, we have to get more of this. We must get more of the 120-minute IPA. So I called the tasting room. This was a Saturday. I called the tasting room and I said, "Can we buy more than one bottle if we go down there?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, you can buy one case per person." So I said, "Perfect." So checked the website, checked the hours. Next day, got in the car, drove from Philadelphia down to the tasting room, to the brewery, and we'd been there once before, and we had a hard time finding a parking spot. So I found it a little odd when I was approaching the building, and there was all these parking spots. So we got up to the building, and we sort of had the revelation that it was Sunday and you were closed. At that point, I'm thinking, "Oh no, this is going to be a horrible ride home. It's going to be a very long ride home." Fortunately, my wife was smart enough to remember that you have the cafe in Rehoboth Beach. So we called them and they said, "Oh, yeah, we have some. Come on down." So we went down and we bought two cases of the Dogfish Head 120, and now every chance we get, we go and get more. As I said, I love the Worldwide Stout. I love all of the Dogfish Head beers I've tried. Those happen to be my two favorites, but I'm a big beer fan, and I like unusual beers that, no disrespect to the mainstream lagers, but that's not for me. I mean, I'd much rather have just an interesting beer. Even if it's 540 calories, I'd much rather have a 120-minute IPA from Dogfish Head. I would love to work with you guys. I would love to share my passion for Dogfish Head with our listeners, and whatever else you guys can come up with. So thanks for considering working with Radio 1045 and me, and I can't wait to have some more Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA.